Man, I miss Stallion P. He was such a beautiful man.
Hang on, I need a tripod.
Back to Licked up, 40 deep, all saved, all serious. Licked up, 40 deep, hey, holla at us if you curious. Licked up, 40 deep, we all saved, all serious. Licked up, 40 deep, come holla at us if you curious. Licked up, 40 deep, all saved, all serious. Licked up, 40 deep, all saved, community, licked up, 40 deep, all saved, all serious. Licked up, 40 deep, all saved, all serious. Like Craig, clicked up 40 D's all day. Backpack, stay strapped with a Johnny Mac and dress to play for me this morning. The label is read all day.
Hello, pretzels, and welcome back to the tripod. Fuck the police. That's right, I said it. Also, shout out to the sheriff. And of course, our hardcore pretzel Larry. JH is checking us out on the regular as well. I appreciate all you guys catching the tripod, getting them views up. It's all good, and we're about to talk some wrestling. However, Father Fitty, I gave him the night off because we're gonna start out with the shit. We're gonna start with the shit and end on some rather sad news. But I digress. If you can't tell by my background, it's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Winter is coming. A new song intro. It's the sports theme from NBC or ABC. I don't give a fuck. It's round 4 of the trio saga. Oh, yeah. Cesar? Sorry, folks. Oh, we've been drinking. And I got my Gria this time. Okay. Let's do this. It's the Elite. The Elite versus Death Triangle. Don Callis joins commentary. What can they do different here? We shall see. Forehead Jackson tweaks his ankle. Forehead Jackson declines tag. The difference in this one, it is now 2-on-3. Forehead Jackson taking the back, and now Omega has shoulder problems leading in the commercial break. Matt hits a Northern Lights suplex while jackknife pinning both Lucha Brothers. That was pretty cool. This is actually a good match, you know. It's like watching your favorite rerun. The Punk Nightmare is over, and they're getting back to ATW basics. Forehead Jackson comes back out and gets the hot tag. He's cleaning house, but they hammer his ankle. Hammer become a regular fixture in these matches, and they get the leg lock in for the tap out win. It is now 3-1. Kenny gets on the mic, says the next match is no DQ. Marvez with MJF backstage says he only hits home runs. He was always a star. Says Ricky is a star now because of the rub. He doesn't apologize for being himself. Will the pebble turn into dust tonight? Cesar, your thoughts on the kickoff? The Dynatrash.
So, as you all know, you being real busy throughout the week, my job and stupid ass holidays and ignorant people waiting till late. I usually watch my AT dub on Sunday mornings. And as the pretzels know, I was tweeting a little late last night. I've been drinking. And
come on, don't pull our luck.
Then after I was tweeting, I heard the call. The man was calling out to me. He needed my help. He needed me to fight the gods of his land to free some people. That man Kratos calling me on that PS5.
Oh no.
Calling me. And next thing I know, I was really drunk. I was giving them crackers in that game every bit of business that I had. And I asked Alexa what time it was. I said, Alexa, what time is it? She told me. It's 4:38 a.m.
Oh my God. Good Lord.
And I had to be at work at 11 o'clock.
Jeez.
So I went to sleep at 4:38. Maybe it was 4:40. So I had my alarm set to go off at 7:30 every morning. And I was like, I got to be at work at 11. I wake up at 7:30. I can watch ATW, maybe get in some other DVR, maybe get in the first half of Messi playing in this World Cup final. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good day. Go to work, maybe sneak the second half on my phone. Good day, right? Good day. So I woke up, hit the snooze, and I woke back up at 8:30. And then I said, oh shit, put on the A, the T, the dub. And I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I put that shit on, and I was like, oh shit, here come Kenny. So Kenny and them cracker ass bucks, and they walked to the ring. Then I saw, you know, in the spotlight. Then the spotlight comes on. Then the spotlight comes on. And then that cracker runs out the back. And they walk to the ring. And then I saw Kenny calling a no DQ match. These are live events that happen. I fell back asleep. I missed the whole goddamn match. And y'all know the rules. I cannot rewind. So I will watch this match probably tomorrow. But I literally was like, oh shit, triple threat. Oh shit, why is Kenny calling a no DQ match? Who won? Why is everybody in the ring? Got the dub. Then I don't really care what Max has to say. But
Picks.
yeah, that's live. If this was tweeting, that'd be a whole bunch of live tweets of how my night to morning went watching ATW.
We got a play-by-play by old C's out here. Sticks. Hopefully you caught the first match and the MJF words afterwards. King Switch. What say you, brother?
Well, I believe it might have been a month ago. Caesar Damas here called that we were going to possibly get a elite come from behind 3-1 to possibly win this. Well, not only are we setting up for that, but now we're setting up with them coming back from 3-1 with possibly 2 out of the 3 guys injured. Like you just said, Nick has the ankle, Kenny has the shoulder. So we got everything set up. Now they're doing no DQ. I think they just showed like the next 3 are pretty much anything go matches when they showed the schedule. So they're throwing everything out. It's just pretty much going to be a free-for-all, how everything's going to go. Anything can go. So now we're set up for what Cesar Damas predicted here about 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. The Elite might be on their way back from coming back from being down 3-1. But otherwise, like you said, this match was just about like all the other ones, but it's still watchable. I mean, they still have really good spots. All 6 guys are really good in the ring. They've wrestled each other, obviously, enough to be able to work really well and hit their spots. So, oh no, this was a really good opener. I think a little bit better than the ending, which we'll talk about, of Donna Trash. And then Max out here, he's talking. Ricky, our boy, got the rub. Ricky gives the rub. So Max, I think if anything, Ricky helped you. But I don't know, MGF giving his promo like he does. We usually get like 1 or 2 backstage ones when he has a match. So it wasn't a bad way to open up Donna Trash this week.
Speaking of Cesar Damas, I can hear it. I can hear it already. I can hear it, Sticks. Oh, you see? Oh, hold on. I'm not. You see? No, you see, the Elite, they won, but they won in gimmick matches. They didn't win the straight up matches, so it doesn't count. Gimmick matches doesn't count.
What? Don't see no problem with that.
Up next,
sounds like facts to me.
it's acclaimed every Wednesday. The Worst Khali, Sanjay, and Jeff Jarrett jump them during the Caster's rap. Jay Lethal too. Double J guitar smashes Caster. Who's this going to help? This is pretty much just a time-killing feud that kills time. Worst Khali, Sanjay, Lethal, and Double J do not move the needle, folks. Tony with the JAS backstage. Jericho wants Big Swing Band. Calls Claudio a flash in the pan like Joe Exotic or Rick Stocks. The disrespect. Tells Danny to shadow Sammy, his elder. I like this hat. Hagar shouts before the segment's over. Sticks. the Acclaim segment, and then the JAS backstage. What say you?
If they can, if the Acclaim can survive this shit with Double J and those guys, I mean, if they can even survive this without taking a hit to their tag team title reign, they deserve to be champions at least till summertime. They can survive this. I mean, this is hindering them, and it's doing nothing for the fans. I mean, this is horrible. I mean, like we've numerously said, the only thing good that Jeff Jarrett has brought back with him was his old TNA anthem. So, but I mean, this stuff is just. I mean, I wouldn't wish this program on any tag team, even the Ass Boys in AEW. So, I mean, this is just horrible. And the JAS segment, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'm kind of getting a little wore out with some of this stuff. I mean, I was hoping maybe after Jericho, after he lost, maybe we'd get a little bit of a break from them. Maybe they kind of wouldn't be on TV every week. Maybe every once in a while they show up, but obviously, I guess we're going to get now some kind of program with Danny, Shadow, and Sammy, and maybe we're going to get a crack with that. I mean, they were still kind of making comments that was maybe kind of wonder if Danny Garcia's going to possibly turn on him, but I don't know. Jake Hager with this whole I like this hat thing. I mean, it's even made its way onto the social medias. I mean, this guy, you're going to be on my TV, bring back the We the People. I mean, you might as well just run that back. That's more entertainment than this guy walking around with the great purple hat talking about how much he loves it. So, I don't know.
But Sticks 316. Sticks 316, he got on TV.
And C's on 632 if you really wanted to. So that's all I got.
Cesar, if there was any segment for you to sleep through, it should have been these two. What did you think of this shit?
I can't help but sleep, man. It creeps when it wants to, man. Have y'all noticed how shit the tag division? One thing they had on ATW was the tag division.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It was good. Y'all notice how just shit it is lately? Like pure shit. I don't even like all the legit. Everybody's paired up in trios and in groups, and that's fine. But like, ain't shit going on. Top two tag teams are stuck in a trios feud with no other trio getting in there because you got Orange with a title. You don't want to do double titles. You got that off pack, so you wouldn't have double titles. Then you don't have Trent and Sexy Chuck trying to fight Acclaim for the title. FDR wants the title, but then they just lost the title, and now they're fighting Ass Boys for a different title. Keith Lee, the niggas done broke up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't together no more. They broke up. Hobbs is fighting Wardlow and Samoa Joe, King of Television. So he ain't paired up with nobody. Ricky's getting a push to the main roster. He ain't tagging up with nobody. You broke up Jungle Express. They ain't with nobody. So now you got people just laying around. I don't even know where the crackers used to wear the Letterman jackets. I don't even know about them. And these other bitches is fighting jobbers. Dark black skeet in your soul is fighting jobbers and shit. Them crackers ain't doing shit either. This whole show, this whole brand has went to shit. If you ask me, there's too many titles. There's not enough talent. Then you can't add talent because you only got 2 hours. So everybody's too spread thin. Nobody watches Rampage anymore. That shit's in the toilet.
Watches what?
What?
Watches what?
Rampage.
What's that?
I don't know. It's apparently some other show they have. It shows up on my DVR sometimes. I have no idea. YouTube TV keeps saying you might be interested in this show, and I keep saying no. I'd be like, I don't know.
Never heard of it.
I might be it might be that show owned by that cracker on NXT that I don't know. Big dumb ass. I don't know. Get out of here. It ain't your turn. It ain't your
Drag
turn.
the NXT brand into this shit.
No, it ain't your turn. Get out of here. So yeah, Jeff Jarrett. I'm open. The only thing I would hope for, my dream. Pretty sure this is the sheriff's dream. Rey Mysterio gets a 1-day contract to AEW. He wrestles Jeff Jarrett, and he accidentally kills him in the ring. That shit would be great. Because then Rey would have 2 bodies in the ring. He'd be the illest wrestler of all time because he would have 2 bodies in the ring, and Jeff Jarrett would be dead.
Now, Cesar, Rey Mysterio, he wouldn't hit the 619. He'd hit the 187. Up in
187. You goddamn right. Yeah. And then he would walk out there. Fuck the police. Arrest.
That's right.
You're in the ring. That's illegal.
You get that
that's real. And then Ray would be out there when that crip walking on the set. He'd be like, contract over. Fuck you, Tony Skeets. I done killed another one. And he was a cracker. He's like, I'm out this bitch. Someone give me some cocaine. Someone give me an 8-ball and Rhea Ripley's ass. Fuck Dominic. I'm back out here. I'm the set. That's why I'm the GOAT. And then he would leave. And that would be the greatest match of all time. I could quit watching wrestling. I've seen him kill that guy. Quit watching wrestling.
If you guys are paying attention on the tripod checklist, Cesar saying someone dying and he can quit watching wrestling, check it off your list because it happened again. Up next, Brian Cage with Prince Nana versus Jungle Jack. Tranny Manson haunting the background. Jungle Jack still feeling that apron power bomb courtesy of Big Bill. Taz just needs to stop talking. I don't believe this match was...
Taz is the GOAT.
Fuck that guy. I don't believe this match was even announced before today, but I'm not into it at all. No offense to Jungle Jack. Cage's gear sucks. Jack wins with the roll up. I'm gonna start drinking. Jack gets the mic, calls out Kill Bill. Stokes is pissed off. Beyond Pissivity. Calls Jack a hoe. I love Stokes. Jack runs towards Stokes and gets jumped by Shoddy and Bill. Big ups to New Jack. Hook comes out for some reason. This little guy sends everyone running. Helps Jack up. The crowd explodes. The Blackpool Combat Club, aka KFC, backstage promo. Mox says they made a statement at Final Battle. Does most of talking. Claude and Yuta meant a few words. Mox still talking about Hangman, Cesar. What did you think of Brian Cage versus Jungle Jack?
What the fuck is this? And what title that cracker got? What title Brian Fake got now?
They got Ring of Honor's 3 6-man tags, basically Ring of Honor's Trios Championship.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, the Machine, Taz, trying to jerk him off during the match. This little ass cracker Jungle Jack out here fighting for his life, like he was the rightest in the comments on a feminist page, nigga. Like he was out here for his life on a Facebook post, nigga. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He was out here throwing equal rights and lefts. They just won't hit, baby. Like Jungle Jack was out here, baby. Brian Cage was fucking his couch up all night long. But see, this is what happens. This is what happens when you got 90% of your rosters, these small niggas. You know what I'm saying? You got to throw them these dubs. Yeah, how did he win? Did he win with the most dangerous move?
The most devastating move in
all of sports entertainment. Number 1 with a bullet, girl. Like, you can't reverse it because the only way to reverse it is to throw the same move. It's so devastating. You know what I mean? What was the most dangerous move in all sports entertainment? And then, yeah, this big bitch out here looking like a stupid beach. And then there was a roll-up. And then he left. Why would he? Jungle Jack talking trash in the ring. I'd have got back in there and whooped his little ass again. It's not like he hit me with a finisher and I got to take the 3 count and roll out the ring. It was a roll-up. Y'all not like a roll-up be hurting niggas or something, huh? Too much pressure on your neck, you thick neck bitch, huh? The blood get cut off your head, your arteries die, you thick neck cracker, huh? Steroids roll all the way up to your head. Then, yeah, the man, the myth, old Stokes comes out there and says, you gonna catch a big boot and then a pimp slap to your back of your face, oh. Don't be out here not giving a fuck on the mic. Don't care. He trying to get fired. He gonna go back. He know Triple H in charge. He's like, oh, fuck this. I gotta get with them hard R's and Odyssey Jones. He goes, nigga, we could burn this shit down if I manage them crackers. And Xia Li about to get TV time. She getting the check back. Yo, Stokes about to have 8 feet of dick in that Asian bitch. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get this check,
go back
baby.
to NXT and form the cotton fields.
Oh my God. Yo, Stokes would set him free. Stokes would be Django, nigga. He'd have them free from
I
Massa.
just saw Django. It was on last night. I was laughing the whole fucking time.
No, it's such a great movie, right? It's such a great funny movie.
It is. I love it. It's a great movie.
Oh my God, it's so racist. That's what makes it funny.
They didn't
real
censor out
racist.
the N-word. Cotton Candy was saying N-word this, N-word that. I was like,
God, the whole time.
is this? It's on Nickelodeon.
You gotta watch like a behind the scenes check with Sam Jackson. It's like Leo didn't want to say the N-word, and Sam Jackson goes, nigga, it's 2015, and they still call us nigga to this day. So you shut the fuck up and get this check, and you say this shit on camera. Like Sam Jackson was like, Jamie Foxx was like, yeah, drop that N-word. Drop that shit, nigga.
Shout out to the makeup department making Sam Jackson look like the most evil man in the fucking universe. My God.
But I digress. Yeah, they whooped his monkey ass. Then here we go. 138 pounds, soaking wet, with 20 pounds of shit in his drawers. Hook walks his crack ass out there. See, this is what happens when you're from the street. You're from the streets of Brooklyn, they like, no, man, I ain't afraid of no Hook. He was walking with a little limp, and a big Cass or whatever. I don't care what that nigga's new name is. Big Cass was like, oh no, that nigga got a pistol. Fuck this. Like, I got to go. I ain't getting shot for this. This is ATW. They ain't paying me enough for this. Now, see, Shotty Lee, I don't know what Shotty Lee went out there. You know, I think he just saw white people and he got horny because he likes fucking white women. And, you know, Hook was a little skinny. I don't know. I thought it was probably some girl walking to the ring or something. I don't know what he was thinking. But his dumb ass got out the ring, too. But yeah, so y'all about to put Hook and Jungle Jack in a tag team, huh? Fighting these crackers and fuck shit. But yeah, nobody cared about this match. This probably was a great first match. I wouldn't know right now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all people. And a good main event. A good main event. And then the rest was shit. Like, and this is just an ATW show. That's how an ATW show goes.
It's
you have a good first match.
The bookends.
Yeah, they have bookends. And then there's shit.
Nope.
Pure shit in between. Just, you know, they make these shit sandwiches every week. And then these fans be beating their meat to it.
We don't really care about the KFC segment, but Sticks.
Oh yeah, I really didn't care about that.
What'd you think about Cage versus Jungle Jack?
I just chalked this up to the obligatory Jack Perry. We had to get him on TV segment. Plus, now that they decided to go ahead and bring Hook onto Wednesdays. I mean, last I knew, I thought Hook was still with fucking Danhausen. I thought we had Hookhausen, but I mean, I guess since he's with the best friends now that, you know, Hook's just out here chilling with a championship title that isn't recognized anywhere outside of Brooklyn. So I guess they said he's got some kind of beef with Stokely, so that's what brought him down to help Jack Perry. I don't know. I mean, I guess we're gonna get a little bit of Jungle Hook action going on here going forward. I mean, this was something that you could have had him go against somebody else. I mean, this is just like you guys just said. I mean, we're booked in, and then we have the drizzling shits in between. This is just a shitty Joe a typical Wednesday shitty Joe sandwich that we get on Wednesdays. So I mean, this was something that wasn't needed. You could have Caesar 632 this again. So
you know what I'm hoping this leads to? A feud between Hook and Jungle Jack, because that would be a true test to old Hook to see if he can go to take on Jungle Jack. And if they make it for the FTW title, I think I might give give a little, maybe 3 drops of piss more about the FTW title than it already is. But I digress, gentlemen. I guess Swerve and Keith finally broke up. There goes my caveat from 6 months in a row. The tattooed Teletubbies with Underfaker, Julia. They will face the Factory. Holy shit, this sucks. I'll pass. The Doctor with Rebel, not Reba. Interviewed by Renee. Sky Blue interrupts. She hot, but ignorant. Challenges the Doctor on Rampage's ass on Pornhub. The Ocho, Jericho versus Action Andretti, who looks like if top... Exactly. Who looks like if Top Flight merged into one person. Jericho smacks him around, the crowd chanting for the jobber. He actually kicks out of the code breaker. The crowd goes nuts. Does this really need a commercial picture-in-picture? All right. Tony Skeets must see something in this kid to give him this much time. He is taking it to Jericho. This kid actually fucking wins with the running shooting star press. Wow, it looks like Jericho's right forearm got bloody. Absolute Ricka Stocks backstage promo. He was determined to come back and become champion after he broke his neck. He cuts a passionate motherfucking promo. Don't forget the name because nobody gonna forget this fight. Sticks, the Ocho versus who? No, Action Andretti.
Yeah, this was a wait. This was like 7 to 10 minutes of my time that I wasted watching this. I mean, I guess they broke it on the internet that Jericho saw this guy wrestling. I don't know if it was on Dark or whatever, and had the I could make this guy could be a star. Wait a minute, I could make him a star. Put me in a match with him. No, you don't need any more stars. You don't need any more individuals. You need to be working on, like Cesar said, your tag team division is what you need to do. Maybe you should have brought this guy in, your JAS, and then you could have had the action, you could have had Action Ochos if you wanted to have a tag team. You could have done something like that. This was something that we didn't need. I mean, I don't know who this guy is. I don't care to know who he is. I think we all know there's enough freaking wrestlers on this planet that could probably put on a better match with Chris Jericho than this kid. But this was one of them that you could have Cesar 632 to get. I mean, this pretty much 45 minutes of this whole show you could have watched. The rest, you could have just fast forwarded or took a nap and didn't need to rewind to watch it.
Cesar did take a nap.
Well, he was a smart one. He did the smart thing. The rest of us, unfortunately, sat through this. So this was something I didn't get anything out of it. I mean, outside of time, I'm never getting back.
Well, Jericho saw this guy Sticks, and he's like, with a name like Action Andretti, he's got to be a star.
That's something that Tony Skeets made up. You know what? You know, we had that guy who does Hook Saw, and what's a famous last name? What's that race car driver's last name? No, not Earnhardt. Andretti. So let's go with Action Andretti. That's such good stuff. That's such good stuff.
That's such good skeets, pal.
Yes.
What do you think of Ricka Stocks' passion promo?
Should be the name of the promo.
Probably
the name of the episode.
Absolute, man. This guy's good on the mic. This was the only thing that was worth watching after that shit show of a match. I was glad to watch it. Him talking about the refocusing after his neck injury. I liked hearing it. I mean, stuff like that does put you in a different mindset for your wrestling career. And so I was glad to see that and to hear that. And I mean, he's focused. So anytime you can get Ricky on TV, it's a win in my book. So I like to see it.
You know what? I bet you the people who actually watch and listen to this appreciate us watching this garbage show. JH doesn't watch anything. He depends on us. He's lucky. We have to sit through this fucking bullshit. Cesar, this is so bad, dude. This is just why are we being punished?
If he isn't up till 4:30 saving the world on PS5.
Why do we sit through this show?
You bitch, what do you mean why? It's fucking your idea.
Oh,
I-
this
this
is so
this
bad.
whole podcast is your idea. You are the reason we have to watch this shit. See, I told you
We
we
need a
should just
Hulu cut of old AT Dub, but did you see?
you picked NXT and AEW. This is why we have to watch this shit week after week.
Well,
Maybe we need to ditch like ATW, just find a different wrestling promotion to start watching to slide into its position. Maybe.
I bet you ATW Dark was better than this. Cesar, what'd you think of fucking Action Beretta Andretti versus the fucking numero?
Hold on. So how did it go? Did it go Black Skeet, Moretti, and then Ricky Starks?
Yeah.
So I think around this time it was around 9:15 in the morning again.
Oh,
And I'd been watching.
here we
I'd
go.
been watching AEW, and it was in the morning. But I was watching. The shit was trash. It was pissing me off, and I figured the anger would fuel my soul to keep me awake to watch it. Right? So it was a commercial. So I was fast forwarding. You know what I'm saying? I was fast forwarding. I think I went too far. I winded back so I could watch the whole thing. And then I saw Black Skeet and their soul, but I was like, oh yeah, they are supposed to fight. Who they fighting? Next thing I know, it was Ricky Starks cutting a promo about Maxwell Jacob Freeman. So I was like, oh shit, if I gotta rewind anything to break the rule for, I'll rewind it for Ricky Starks. So I may have maybe just missed the Black Skeet and their soul. So I rewinded until I saw Black Skeet and their soul, and I saw Jericho, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I saw a commercial, and then I saw Jericho again. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is this? So I saw a commercial, then I saw Black Skeet. And I was like, I have time to watch this. But then I remember the scripture from a good book I was reading the other day, and it was this book called The Book of Caesar. And that shit said, it was a new verse, 758. It said, thou shalt not miss Ricky Starks on AEW, but the rest is piss. So I fast forward back, all the way back through that shit, obviously from the telling of you guys, gentlemen. I didn't miss anything. So I did see Jericho wrestling somebody, and then I did see some tweets online talking about Jericho put over a jobber, good for him. And I was like, oh shit, this nigga was new? I didn't even know he was new. So I laughed at that. I fast forward. But yeah, this was a great Ricky Starks promo. Ricky Starks is the man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's great great that in 3 years he's finally like being pushed to like heavyweight title. But I feel like this could only happen in ATW. Because yeah, they have stars and they do star, but like you have all those fucking championships, they want to push people to the title first and then go back. So like now, with what happened, like now they push him to the title. He could win the title. He could be the face of the company. And now I feel like he could probably, instead of building him up, could probably get like a TNT title shot for real or have a feud with that person. He could have a feud with Orange Cassidy. And then he could always work his way back up to the title shot and then actually have a feud instead of having a feud with Ego Page, really winning a battle royal and then fucking getting a title shot or winning a tournament and winning a title. That's not like a proper feud. You know what I'm saying? Like build this he built himself up through the tournament and shit like it was a feud, but you didn't build anybody up with it. Yes, Ego Page is great. Sticks, I'm not trying to say the boy ain't great, but like you're having a feud with one guy and both of you aren't in the title shot. So really, honestly, why should I care if you are in the title shot after the feud? It's not like you both are number one contenders. It's not like you both built yourself up. It was just a tournament to see who gets one. So really, it doesn't even like say you're worthy. It was a tournament of just guys that aren't going to be in the heavyweight title shot at all. It's just the one guy who wins is going to get a heavyweight title shot. You know what I mean? It's not like Ego Page wins like 4 matches, then he'll get a shot at MJF. No, they'll stick his ass with Samoa Joe probably to get beat. Or if Wardlow wins that title back, to Powerbomb Symphony that cracker. So it's good on these guys for getting views, getting on TV. 632, Sticks 316, Cesar 316. Mangria has no fucking numbers. Get your ass on TV.
Time has been officially killed.
Yeah, and get yourself on TV, great. But I want to see these guys get built from the ground up. I felt like when Ricky came in, fighting Cody was a great way for him to get on the map and then build himself up. Yes, he had the neck injury, but he came back. Team Taz got them wins, had a title, showed what he could do. Great promos. And now it's just like he won a tournament and he's in the main event scene. I don't believe it. So, I mean, I believe it, but I don't believe it. But now he's cutting these great promos, proving he could be the guy if he did have the title. But other than that, man, yeah, I mean, so build these guys more. If they're going to be heels, be dominant heels, crushing people like Ego Page says he's going to do. He has the people behind him, cheat to win. I'm fine with it. But and then Ricky starts getting good wins, being injured, getting good wins, then building himself up. But like, keep those people there. Don't like demote him now to fight Orange Cassidy on Rampage. Like, nigga, we ain't watching. I don't care. So keep him in the main event if you're gonna keep him fucking with Max. If you're gonna keep him, like, keep him in that main event status.
FTR gonna murder the Ass Boys. Jericho throws temper tantrum backstage. Then we get Tay Mello versus Ruby Woodpecker. Ruby been waiting 100 days for this. I barely noticed she was gone. I do admit this was a pretty good match. Ruby kicking out of Das Boot and a Gotch pile driver. Ruby wins with the Destination Unknown, and then Anna JAS jumps her, hits a gory bomb. Man, Jungle Boy wins. He gets to hit that. It don't matter what the fuck Jungle Jack
No
does.
matter if he wins or loses,
Won. He
got them
won.
cheeks.
And then we get a serious Hangman moment. He got fucked up in October by Mox. He couldn't remember his son's name. Cesar, what do you think of this Tay Mello versus Ruby Soho if you watch it?
I mean, I didn't mind it. You know, you gotta have a little show. And Ruby's crazy, and then Taz singing her fucking song every time she comes out like a pure idiot. Like a pure
Enough,
Taz is becoming
enough, Taz.
No, Taz is becoming like a bad king on AEW. Like Taz is popping me for the bad reasons. Like King's entertaining because he just says crazy shit. Taz is just ignorant on TV. And that's always good shit. But yeah, I didn't mind this match. The motherfucker talking about lunch. I think they were just sharing lunch because they were making out on the stage, her and Sammy. And then the motherfucker said we had Philly chicken sandwiches in the back. Idiot as shit, bro. Like dumb as shit how they're just talking out there. But yeah, I didn't mind the match. I wasn't hating on it.
You know, Cesar, I've never checked for myself because Styx hasn't made us watch it in a very long time. But I heard that Taz and Excalibur or Taz and Tony or somebody, they have like very weird side conversations during matches on Dark and Dark Elevation. Like they just talk about random fucking shit and laugh about it. They don't even talk about the match. It'd be like if we commentated a match. They just talk about side shit.
If it's really bad, I'm gonna give them about 30 minutes on Monday or Tuesday.
That's what I heard. I haven't checked it out myself, but I digress.
I mean, you could probably just put it on and do stuff around the house and just listen. You don't have to like sit down and watch it. Like fold some laundry.
I can
just listen to them
I can edit matches and fucking have this on in the background. Stick.
To also tell you the truth, from what I've just saw on Twitter, they had people like Kenny Omega, like some big names, I think, down there for Dark and Dark Elevation during the tapings of them. So like actually wrestling. So I don't know who they face, but it actually might be maybe worth a lot to see who they faced.
Well, when you win predictions again, we'll find out. Sticks, what do you think?
I will say this: if Jungle Boy's winning in life, then Tyler Driver got to be the GOAT. He got to be the GOAT because he had Liv and Booty Storm in their prime. I'm just saying.
Jeez.
I'm just saying. Tyler Driver might be the GOAT.
Sticks, Tay versus Ruby. What'd you think?
it was an okay match. I mean, we knew Ruby was coming for revenge. It was a good back and forth match with her and Tay. I mean, Tay's still obviously working as wrestling. She's gotten better, but I mean, having her wrestle somebody like Ruby helps you out. And then you kind of knew if she was going to win or lose. Of course, she was probably going to win. She wasn't going to be done with the first ladies of the JAS. So now she's probably got some beef with Anna JAS. So we'll see if they have a match going forward on Rampage or Dynamite. So, but otherwise, it was a good match.
On what?
Dynamite.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know what that is.
No, we saved the A+ show for strictly not this conversation.
Up next is the main event. It's a winner takes all match. Fellas, it's the bookend. We got a second good match on Dynatrash. It's Absolute Rekka Stocks versus MJF. Tony's triggered. MJF disrespectful as always. Starks shoulder blocks that asshole out of the ring. He goes into the crowd, pushes people, throws some dude's hat. By the way, you can't be insulted if that happens to you. If that happens to you, you gotta be like, dude, check out Dynamite. MJF.
Fuck that. I want that hat back.
I want that hat back. He's spitting my beer. Bro, you gotta watch. No,
or even like when he motorboated that bitch's titties. Imagine if that dude's husband was, or that chick's husband was like right next to him. Be like, I'm motorboating them titties tonight too, girl.
Like, don't you watch your chest? No.
Stop, you better not watch them titties.
That's something you put on your next resume.
You put that in your wedding montage. Commercial.
Of course you do.
Picture in picture, MJF in full control. MJF uses rope for leverage for abdominal stretch. The ref kicks his arm off. I miss seeing that spot. That's old school right there. Crowd loves shouting Ocho during those 10 counts. Awkward Ricky botch during sit-out powerbomb attempt. Surprised we didn't get a sack slip from MJF. MJF's powerbomb onto the knee always looks fucking devastating. How does that not hurt his own knee? He works the arm of Stocks, setting the groundwork for the salt of the earth. A slugfest leads to another thumb to the eye. Starks lands spear but cannot capitalize. His arm hurts. MJF turns pin attempt to the salt of the earth, biting his hand and shit. MJF uses every limb of Starks to prevent him from reaching the ropes. MJF slips during test of strength, sit up into a backslide. Yeah, you'd have to watch it, folks. MJF uses ref distraction to kick Ricky in the dick and roll up Ricky to win and retain. Bryan Danielson comes out and chases MJF out of the arena. Bryan raises Ricky's arm. Sticks, man. I mean, we knew. We had hopes, but we knew. I guess they should just rename that the MJF Diamond Ring. That fucker ain't ever gonna. He's gonna be buried with it. What did you think of this main event, man?
I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, outside of the couple botches that I'm pretty sure AEW botches put on there with I think the 2 powerbomb attempts that kind of didn't go very well. But all in all, like you said, we got some. MJF was kind of methodical. He was working on the arm, like you said. He brought back the kicks from the top rope onto the arm. I thought that was neat to see back. The biting of the hand. MJF used to do that. He brought that back. I mean, this was a slow, methodical work for MJF. And I think now with a lot of the wrestling we see, it kind of moves a little faster. Every once in a while, you do need that slow, methodical style. Like we've talked about, like if you watch Randy Orton in his older years, he was methodical, slow. So you kind of you have more of an appreciation for that.
And humongous dome.
I mean, you kind of got the old school heel vibes from MJF. Like I kind of had a little bit of a flashback with like some late 80s with some of the stuff that MJF was doing. But all in all, I mean, this wasn't a bad main event. And like you said, we all knew what was going to happen, but it was just a matter of how Ricky was going to look in that match. And I thought Ricky still came out looking good. Like you could tell me that if he builds himself back up, gets a couple of wins, he can be back to face Max in like a couple of months. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Like that's something that he didn't. He wasn't squashed. He looked strong. And he put up a hell of a fight. So all in all, I thought it was a pretty good main event.
Cesar, the main event sees MJF and absolute Ricky Starks. What'd you think of this?
I mean, it was good. It wasn't the Revolution yet because the Revolution will be televised. It'll be on Rampage.
On what?
What? I got a ghost in my house or some shit. I didn't say that shit. But no. Like I said, though, this is my only problem with it. Because if you want to make a feud, you should have made this the tournament. It's the fight for just the championship. Then he wins that battle royal, Jank. You know what I'm saying? Wins that battle. He could have even won it how he won it, and they would have made this match after the world championship match. You could have had it a week, 2 weeks afterward. Because we all know MJF doesn't wrestle every week. Could have had it 2 weeks afterward, and then have Ricky won that. So that's kind of like match 2, because you're going to have these guys feud with MJF winning the title or something. Then you have Ricky like, all right, fine, man. Yeah, the title's not on the line. And he pins him and wins the diamond ring. And because the way the match ended, it still would have made sense. The way MJF, turned the ref around, kicked him in the dick, win the match for the title. But then Ricky be wise to that, and then maybe even do the same and win the diamond ring. So if you're really pushing Ricky and he is stepping up into the main event, have him pin the champion, but the belt's not on the line, the ring's on the line. And then Ricky rocks the suit. Ricky likes to look sexy time. He can even flaunt that out and get a promo, not wrestle 1 week. Just talk about the ring and shit. Piss Max off. Because if Max is going to be the heel and always yelling, that gives the crowd something to chant. Where's your ring at? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Ricky even calling him still Maxi Pad. Be like, man, Maxi Pad, you ain't tell me how much this ring was heavy, baby. Kissing him and shit like that. Ricky would have done that shit. So you ruined a perfectly good spin to have a good feud over time with these two guys who, obviously, these two guys are who you're looking for as like future guys. And I know it's weird to say future guys, even though you have Max as your champ. But to get kind of that old guard of who people know. People know Hangman. He's a future champ. He's a past champ. Jericho's a past champ. Moxley's a past champ. Daniel Bryan's a past champ of other companies. And Max and Ricky aren't. They've never been the guy. So to build two people and even have him feud with bringing up ego to build even 3 people you want to build up.
Well, plus, like you said, with overtime, doing that, you could have the score be 1-1, and you can still tease that overtime. And then when you're ready to pull the trigger on Ricky, it makes it that much better for Ricky.
For Ricky to pin Max to be the next champion.
And Cesar,
Ricky could have went back down. Sorry, it's good.
I'm sorry. You mentioned how Ricky likes to dress looking.
Yeah.
He could have had the ring on his finger when he did his.
Coming to the ring
like that.
Yeah, because he does that. That's what I'm saying. And then he still could have went down because he didn't win the championship. Wins the ring, not went down. Sorry, no disrespect to what I'm talking about. But if he wants to continue the feud with Ego, it gives Ego something to go for as the heel to bring up. Like what? You think you hot shit because you won that ring? You barely beat me in that tournament. You got lucky. You barely beat me in that battle royal. You got lucky and stuck me behind. And then you could build a pay-per-view match for even the ring between those guys. And that once again brings up 2 guys who are close to the main event, or if not main event ready, fighting over something, giving them quality to fight, And then if let's say, down the line, Ego wins the ring off of Starks or something, he's like, yeah, I'm ready to handle Max. Ricky always has that. Well, I have an actual win over Max. You don't, bitch. You cheated with the firm to beat me for the ring. I don't even give a shit about that ring. I just won it off Max. I want the fucking title.
Plus for Ricky, if you want to get him on TV, you could do like a Dynamite Ring Open Challenge. You can just have him go out there, bring in the guy that you want to get on TV. This young guy, have him face him.
You guys,
he can be like, I'm better than Max. I'll put the ring on the line.
You guys know who is in charge, right?
Yeah, it's Tony Skeets, and he's trying.
You know what he's gonna do? He would have Cesar, like you said, feud with All Ego.
Yeah.
And we could do a repeat because Tony Skeets is the Booker of the Year. He could steal the fucking diamond ring and be like, I'm the diamond ring champ. I'm the diamond. And then they could end it with like a diamond ring on a fucking pole match or something. And at Revolution or some bullshit like that,
it doesn't even matter. Ego, but see, All Ego would be so funny. I feel like he could just craft a ring that's better than a diamond ring. He's like, well, you know what? You got that diamond ring. I got the platinum diamond ring. Shit, I got the Wakanda vibranium diamond ring. The Stokes would have said that shit. Look, I talked to Black Panther and I got the vibranium ring. So fuck you, Ricky. You ain't got this shit. And it could have been so much more better, funnier, and even put feud between those guys to build them up to the main event status. And then, Max, because Max ain't going to be around. Max is just going to walk around and talk shit and not wrestle in matches and be there for just the pay-per-views and shit like that. So, or the special occasion matches. But it would have been better and only enhanced the fucking show. But I digress. This is why we just get drunk and talk about it, and we don't book it.
I wish we did, though. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time. And now it's time for Stixie Drip Drips. Drip
We on the night, hear us screaming loud. Can you see the
Well, this week on Impact, we had Heath and Rhino defending the Impact Tag Team Championships against a tag team that many call possibly the greatest tag team in Impact Wrestling history.
I don't.
Well, I don't either. We all know who I call my.
We all know.
All right, Cesar, don't step on his toes. Go ahead.
No, I'm telling the pretzels.
I welcome it. So we had Heath and Rhino versus the Motor City Machine Guns.
Trash.
It was I. I mean, it was I mean, we had Sami Callihan versus Alan Angels earlier in the show, and I mean, I thought that was a little bit better than this match, but
you goddamn right it was. You tell him, Stick.
Anyway, we saw Rhino hit a gore. 2 3/4.
It was 3 to me. It was 3 to me.
I thought it was 3-2, but obviously it wasn't. Goes forward again and gets rolled up. 1, 2, 3.
The most devastating move?
What's
the
that?
Most devastating move?
Most devastating move. And we have new tag team champions, Motor City Machine Guns, which are two strap champs. Because not only Impact champions, but they're New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong tag team champions. Outside of that, it was an all right episode of Impact. I mean, that's the biggest thing we got away from it. So, out drip packed highlight, we got new Impact tag team champions.
Oh, you're back with us, Cesar. Okay, I was hoping you'd mention this, Sticks, because I was impressed. Tommy Dreamer is able to summon up tears like an actress on a soap opera. Did you see that, Cesar, with him and fucking Bully Ray in the ring?
No, I didn't watch it.
Sticks, go ahead and wax about that moment, please.
Ever since Bully Ray has come back, a lot of people have told and won the Call Your Shot gauntlet match. He got the trophy, all that stuff. He had told everybody, hey, I'm a different Bully Ray. But everybody backstage had told Josh, hey, don't fucking trust him. Don't trust this guy. This guy's turned on him. I mean, go back, get on the Impact Plus app, watch it. This guy turns on you. Tommy Dreamer, one of his longest best friends. I mean, the guy, him and Bully Ray, they worked together on Busted Open Radio. Yeah, I mean, they may even brought that to light during this promo. But anyway, Tommy Dreamer was backstage with Josh and CEO Scott D'Amore, and he went up to Josh and said, "Hey, I apologize. You know, I went to bat and for Bully Ray, and even he had me fooled." Well, Josh was like, "I don't believe you. So regardless of what happened, it is what happened. I don't believe you." And I mean, even Scott D'Amore was like, "Hey, Tommy wouldn't lie about this." So that led to Bully Ray had a match. I think it was against John Schuyler. Pretty much squashed him. 1, 2, 3. Bully's out there. Tommy Dreamer comes out, basically says, "Hey, you know, I'm done with you. Our friendship is over. I'll still work with you on Bust Open Radio, but what we had is never going to be the same." Bully Ray said some low blow comments on him. Brought to light some personal history stuff. Struck a chord with Tommy. Tommy, like me and Gria said.
Oh, hold on, Sticks. Hold on. He said, "I was with you." Tommy was like, "You were with me even when my mom, you know how she is right now." Fucking Bully goes, "I don't give a shit about your mom."
Yeah. And brought up there was an incident where Ace Austin was jumped backstage. Everybody knew everybody saying it was Bully, even Ace. Chris Bay was saying it. Bully said it wasn't him. Tommy went to bat for him. Tommy found out. Tommy found out. Bully Ray said, "You know that incident with Ace Austin? I jumped his ass, you dumb son of a bitch. I was the one that laid him out, and I fucking fooled you and everybody." So yeah,
Christ.
I imagine this is going to set up for maybe a match between Tommy and Bully Ray. Maybe they haven't announced it, but I gotta imagine we're like 3 weeks out from Hard to Kill, so I gotta imagine that's a match that's going to be going forward. But yeah, we had some real housewives of pro wrestling drama shit going on with these two. But like me and Gria said, Tommy Dreamer pulled out a pretty good acting job, pulled out the waterworks. It wasn't too terrible.
I thoroughly enjoyed that because the way you could see two master promos at work here, because Tommy he was pointing out all the specific scars he put on Bully. You see that scar right there? I put that on you. You see that scar right here? I put that on you. And then I hope the boys in back were paying attention to that. That was a fucking masterclass on how you cut a promo. And Tommy Dreamer, always a pro. I enjoyed that. I do catch Impact. Like when I see it on my TV, I was like, "Oh shit." So I turned it and I caught that. It was pretty good shit. We'll be right back, folks. And now it's time to talk about NXT. The A show of the week, Roxanne Perez in the ring. Yellow Hummer arrives. It's Grayson Waller. He demands a mic and heads to the crowd. He cuts a promo over Roxanne. Roxy tells him to shut his mouth. They trade insults. Grayson partied after Deadline with reality stars, doing shoey after shoey after shoey after shoey. Jan Maker comes out and gives props to Roxy. Bronathan, that was pretty funny. Grayson is gonna take the title from him at New Year's Evil. Braun runs through the stands to get Grayson. Grayson pulls a Chase U fan in front of him and gets away. Meanwhile, Mandy jumps Roxy. JD in Doc's office diagnosing himself. Creed's in there too. Brutus gonna fight JD later. Cesar, your thoughts on the kickoff to NXT? It was a promo fest, followed by a chase and a jumping.
I thought it was really good. Because usually we don't get the men and the women
co-mingling,
promoing against each other. And it's a face and a heel promoing against each other. But yeah, Grayson coming in, talking that sass. Talk that sass. Roxy's trying to have her moment in the sun. Booker T's beating his meat underneath the desk because one of his students is actually thriving in the main roster. Well, not main roster, but the biggest wrestling promotion in the world. That's only just more hype for his school. And Cracker's gonna sign up on the daily. But yeah, Roxy telling Grayson that not only did she win, but she won from the first position. Oh, that popped me. That popped me a little bit. I was like, oh shit, talk that sass, girl. Tell Grayson he had to come in like third or fourth. Fourth, actually. He had to come in fourth to get his dub. He didn't wrestle the whole 25 and win. He just snuck in from the bottom. Like, oh shit, I ain't mad at that. Then of course, John Maker had to come in and be boring. Okay. But yeah, Jan and Grayson are gonna chase after each other for the next whoever the fuck. And then Mandy snuck Roxy from behind so she'd have healed that dirty bitch. It was a good move though. It was a good move. I'd have done that shit. Real good move. And then Roxy says, fuck it, I can't wait. Put the title on the line tonight.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that right after JD was diagnosing himself, they smashed back Roxy in ring, and she asked for her championship match tonight instead of New Year's Evil.
As in New Year's Evil. But then, yeah, like you said, JD, let me guess, Doc. I got a cornea. Yeah, you know what? This creepy shit he knows about the body. It works for me. It works for me because, yeah, he does break you down piece by piece when he's in the ring. And then, yeah, still feuding with the Creed. One man feuding with the Creeds and still seems like he's living rent-free in their heads. It's super great. But, yeah, we're going to have a women's championship match later on tonight. I wasn't mad at that. Great open. Great open with the Iron Survivors talking their shit, saying what they got to say, and then saying it to each other, even talking shit above each other. Still great. I thought this whole opening was good.
Sticks, we had a promo fest to start, followed by JD morphing back into Dexter from HBO. And then we had Roxy laying down the challenge. What did you think?
I thought this was really good. The Iron Survivors, it was really good. They started the show off with them. And I thought Roxy held her own against one of the top male heels in NXT. I mean, the barbs that she was able to throw back and forth to Grayson, and then, the whole energy out of the room left when Jan Maker showed up. I thought it would have been maybe a little bit better if they could have did her going back and forth Grayson, then Mandy attacking her, and then maybe Jan Maker comes out, makes the save. But it wasn't that bad. Then JD backstage doing the creepy doctor promo, and then it seemed like they cut that promo, that video package off kind of a little short when they went to Roxy. He goes, well, I was like, whoa, what the heck just happened? And then when she challenged Mandy for the title later that night, I thought it was really good. It was a little bit of it was kind of a surprise, not knowing, I guess, the backstage stuff. But I mean, it was one of those things that, not knowing, it was really a nice little surprise to have. Like, she wasn't going to wait till New Year's Evil. Hell, she wasn't even going to wait till Vengeance Day. She wanted it. She wanted it tonight, and she was going to get it. So, oh no, not a bad opening for NXT.
Wes Lee backstage gets jumped by Stax. They fight out to the ring. Donut D shouting as the match officially starts. We get Wes Lee versus Sticks. No, Wes flies out of ring and lands on Stack's head, pushing him down. That was brutal.
That shit looked rough.
When I saw that, I was like, oh my god, Stack's got a concussion over here.
I thought Wes had a concussion too because he hit the ground kind of hard,
pushing him down hard on the outside. Mangria is watching wrestling. It's time to distract and irritate. Stack's putting a whooping on Wes. Why is Book always so hyped when black folk get beat down? Wes does get the win, but doesn't get to celebrate because the thin boss man heads to the ring. Then Tony D attacks from behind. Andre and Thea approach Duke, who shook Drew Gulak's hand. Andre apologizes for yelling at Duke. Thought Duke was transferring to the school of Gulak, but Duke said, "Nah, fam." Duke gonna give Damon Kemp and Andre Chase size ass
whooping.
Who did I end with last? Sticks? Did I end with you? Okay, Sticks.
Yeah, you never Sticks. So it's just
Black Broccoli. Black Broccoli versus Stick Stacks. What'd you think?
This wasn't a bad match. They're working Stacks up against some pretty good people. You still get the tie-in with Tony D having history with Wesley with the whole knee injury thing. It wasn't that bad of a match outside that kind of a little bit of a scary looking botch that we had, but Black Rock really picking up the win, but also finding out, hey, you the champ, you're the hunted. You had Dijak come out. Wesley kind of lost his train of thought. Yeah, he feasted his eyes on Dijak when he should have did the cross-eyed kid thing, have one eye looking at Dijak and the other eye looking at Tony D.
You put that eye down, you motherfucker. It ain't your time yet. It ain't your time yet.
It ain't time for you to bury a black man yet, so don't worry about it.
Son bitch. What I say?
But it wasn't that bad of a match. Then we had Chase U in the back. Andre questioning the motives
Shout out to
of Dookie. And Dookie said, nah, I might transfer. Transfer portal ain't for your boy Duke. I'm Chase U. I bleed red and black. So, and with him hyping the match coming up. So it wasn't not a bad match and not a bad backstage promo.
Yeah, Chase U segment's always good shit. Cesar, we got old Black Broccoli versus Tony D's number one Stacks. Did you? Oh yeah, you saw this. My God, that was
yeah, I watched.
That was scary. What did you think of this match?
Bro, yeah, there was a there was real scary when a cracker jumped all the way out the ring. Props to him though, man. They just be getting height and length. They be jumping out the ring. Look good, and even that finisher, he just like jumped on his head again. I was like, God damn, dumped on this cracker's head on the outside. Now you dump it on his shit in the ring too. Right, West just West is like that white man left me. I'm killing all. Calm down. But no, otherwise great match. Great match. Old blackest broccolis is in there doing his thing. Old Stacks getting better by the day. Wrestling with good guys. Training them up.
I mean, he's no 2 Dimes though. 2 Dimes is on
Two Dimes would have took it to West.
On dark, right?
2 Dimes would have took it to West like nobody business. You know what I'm saying? He took it like nobody business. But old Stacks is out there doing his thug thizzle. Maybe him and Tony D go after them tag team championships. There's a couple of niggas running around there with them though. I don't know quite yet. But now we got the triangle between the justice of this 7-foot cracker, Tony D, and then Black Broccoli. Who knows where it's gonna end up. But it was overall fun match. I wasn't mad at it.
Chase U.
Backstage, yeah, Andre Chase, the only man who can say fuck on NXT programming. Nobody else can say that shit. He gets his own bleeps. Old Dookie shaking hands with Drew Gulak. This crack ain't got a PowerPoint. I don't want to talk to him. What the fuck is he doing here? And then he just asked him what's going on, but old Dookie coming around. He goes, "Nah, I got this. I'm gonna give him and Andre Chase ass whooping." I said, "Oh shit, girl, hold on. He got the logo down. He ready? That little 19-year-old bitch fresh out of high school, all hot, right about to hump his pelvis out too. That's why Brody left. But I was fine with it. We'll see what he's gonna have later on tonight. Yeah, it's good entertainment programming. And Andre Chase got to say fuck again on live. It was blooped out, but he got to say.
Ivy and Paxley versus Gigi and JC. Katana and Caden on commentary. As soon
Mhm.
as Vic praises the tag champs, Book is all over that, saying don't sleep on Toxic A, stepping all over
Coon.
Caden when
Yeah,
she tries
coon.
to talk, because Book hates black peoples.
Damn right, because he a coon.
Toxic A toss Ivy and Casey. Toss Ivy at Casey and Caden. Brawl ensues. It's a DQ. This was also Book and hate on black people. BJ and Fallon in the locker room, nothing significant. Trick and Mello looking at the thoughts Sticks liked when they see people shitting on Mello. Axiom posted a pic of himself flying on Mello. Mello tells him to delete it. He going after Axiom. Caesar. This is kind of Ivy and Paxley versus Gigi and JC. It's kind of shit finish.
This wasn't a match, but it was a match. It's a setup match. Okay, fine. You know, this is what WWE does great. Let's set up match. You know, they had the champs outside. You know, it's all sexy time. Not in the ring gear, but you know, looking all slutty like they're about to go out after the show. They had the death talking to Vic and Wade. You know, talking to Vic, not Wade. Wade's a dumbass on SmackDown. They're talking to Vic and Book. And Book is like, oh shit, y'all half black. I gotta be a coon. So, Book goes coon mode, Book is like, just a caterpillar with webs and shit. He full coon, you know what I'm saying? You can call him a cocoon if you want, but he is a coon. He's in that fucking hard shell. He ain't never gonna turn into a butterfly. He's just a hard coon. You know what I'm saying? So he out there hating on the half nigga part of this tag team because he a whole ass coon and he wants white women to succeed and shit, even though he married to a beautiful black princess and Queen Charmel and shit. He got 100% field nigga kids. But, he just out here being a coon like he always got to do. And then, they threw old hard body Ivy now. Bitch, you throw Ivy down with me, I'm ready to throw hands too. You know how hard Big Ivy is? You seen her. She outworked 38 crackers and niggas on NXT in a whole day. They were trying to do pull-ups and push-ups and sit-ups and shit. And old Big Ive had all them big fat neck steroid ass crackers crying at the end of the night. You ain't gonna throw no hard body bitch at me and expect me not to throw hands. I'm throwing hands. I'm bringing a bat. I'm pulling some Sting shit. But his nigga hating ass. Him and Book probably love each other now because they both hate niggas. You know what I'm saying? They probably play poker together on the weekends. I hate nigga club. It's probably Book. You know what I'm saying? It's probably Book. It's probably Stang, the leader of the Klan. You know what I'm saying? George Bush and the cross-eyed fuck. Yeah, they all probably get together every week and play poker. You know what I'm saying? They probably only play for, I don't know, 2/3 of what the pot should be, because that's when they liked history, when niggas was only 2/3 of a person and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's, they were like, the good old days when niggas weren't really a whole ass person and they ain't have social security numbers and shit. And they was just picking cotton and living the dream, just like the hard R's and shit. I don't know.
Is Booker T Steven from fucking Django Unchained? He's Steven.
No, he's fucking
Sam
Uncle
Jackson.
Ruckus.
Sam Jackson.
Fucking Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks, if you ever watch that shit.
No,
you don't know who Uncle Ruckus is? All right, Mangria, look, I'll tell you right now. Watch the Boondocks. When you see Uncle Ruckus, he's in every episode.
Oh, boy.
You're going to laugh harder at that shit than you laughed at Steven and Django. What I tell you? When I tell you Uncle Ruckus is some shit, he's some shit. Just Google Uncle Ruckus. You ain't even got to. Just Google Uncle Ruckus on YouTube. You're going to be crying, laughing. You're going to lose your voice in like 38 seconds. You're going to throw up again. But anyway, now these bitches fighting. They out here doing work, doing dirt, and shit happens in the ring. What's next?
Trick and Mello, looking up on Twitter, seeing Sticks thought likes.
Yeah. I was just like, glad they weren't at the bullshit barbershop. Yeah, Mello backstage. And then the best part about this, the best part about this is Trick puts his name first and Mello does not care. Because every time he said, he goes, "No, we Trick and Mello gang." Like, how is two niggas a gang? Y'all two niggas is a gang? What are y'all? What are y'all following by the police rules? How come these two niggas is
Fuck
a
the
gang? Yeah, how come these two niggas is a gang, cross-eyed kid? But fucking Tony D and Stacks ain't no gang, huh? But two niggas in the back is freaking Mellow gang. Oh,
Look,
nigga, is it the
you
New Day
see,
gang? Is it
you
the New Day
see,
gang?
you see, Caesar.
Oh yeah, you tell go.
Am pro African American, and I
Oh
gave
really?
Trick and Mellow, or Mellow
Uh-huh.
and Trick. I don't even care how you says it. I
No,
mean,
go ahead.
I gave them full control over their
Uh-huh.
characters and their creativity, Caesar,
Full
because
control, full
I'm
control.
for the peoples. All right, I'm for the
Okay.
people. I
Yeah.
let them do they talk, and I sit back and I count that cash. Suck it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's Trick and Mellow gang though. Trick and Mellow gang though.
Caesar,
Yeah. Go ahead. Explain to me.
you know what, Caesar?
Uh.
They not a gang, all right?
Okay.
It's called a club. It's a fan club. You see,
But they said
you're
Trick and
the
Mellow
one.
gang.
You, sir, are the one who made this into a racial thing. See, Trick and Mellow gang is a club. There's a fan club. See, it's not a
fan club.
gang. It's a gang club. See, so you should take a look in the mirror, Caesar. Hold on.
I look in the mirror. I'm black. Yeah, I'm black. I'm still black in the mirror. Yeah. But Tony D ain't no mob. I ain't hear no Tony D mob or anything. But it's Trick and Mellow gang. But anyway, yeah.
Listen.
They're funny on Twitter. God damn it, you sons of bitch. Yeah. Trick and Mellow gang. That just I kept laughing at it every time he said it. He said it like 3 or 4 times. Because even though he said it to Mello, he was like,
honestly, I didn't even notice.
If you go back and watch it, he's like, yo, Mello, look. Now we tricking Mello gang. But the people on Twitter talking about you missed. Because you didn't win the Eye of Survivor and blah, blah. And then he goes, now come on, we tricking Mello gang. How you gonna be looking at Axiom like this on Twitter while he flipping over you? He said it like 3 or 4 times, which popped me a little bit because he kept saying Trick and Mello gang, and Mello said yeah every time. Even though we don't see a lot of Trick wrestling and we see Mello more wrestling, and Mello kind of seems like the front man of like their tag team or whatever. But he says Trick and Mello gang so smooth that it feels like we all know Mello
sounds better. You can't say Mello and Trick gang. That doesn't roll off.
Trick and Mello gangs. But
it's alphabetical. But Trick and Mello gang sounds better. Trick got it over. Trick got it over.
So
Mello and Trick gang.
Yeah, it's funny because Trick is the better talker between them. So I guess you follow whatever the better talker says. Either Mello and Trick gang is more alphabetical in what you should do with 2 names, but Trick and Mello gang, like you can't help but say it like you said it. Trick and Mello gang. Like it flows better, baby. So I ain't mad at it.
If he said Mellow Trick, if he said Mellow Trick gang instead of Mellow and Trick, see Trick and Mellow, Trick and Mellow, Trick and Mellow, Trick and Mellow.
Yeah, it works better.
There you go. Trick and Mellow, Trick and Mellow.
And I think it's the because Mellow is like 2 syllables, but Trick is 1.
Yep.
So I think it's by the syllables it goes better.
You know what?
By saying it that way.
Trick and Mellow, Trick and Mellow. No.
Yeah. So, but still, this I ain't never mad at saying Trick. I'm just mad at them niggas in that bullshit barbershop. Never go back to that bullshit barbershop.
All right, but Caesar digresses. Sticks, what'd you think of Ivy and Pax, Gigi and JC? You know, that clusterfuck, and then Trick and Mellow afterwards.
I thought it wasn't that bad of a match to actually set up a match. So that wasn't bad. The Trick and Mellow gang, like Caesar said, I pay attention to that. And I also want to point this out. I think Caesar last week or 2 weeks ago talked about Axiom with his goddamn turtleneck. I think those boys, I thought it was Trick or one of those guys, said the same thing. Point out, like, who walks around wearing a turtleneck down here in Florida? I was like, that popped me. I was like, these guys fucking these guys listen to Caesar and they're like, yeah, what the hell is this guy doing? This guy's in a mask wearing a turtleneck in Florida. What are we doing here?
It's too hot. Yeah, look.
They pretzel. They pretzels.
Yeah.
There's an FBI guy who listens to probably every podcast in the world. And fuck you, motherfucker, if you're leaking information to fucking the cross-eyed fuck and that fucking triple B.
After party hangover that just came out.
Listen, you see, he pays a flat fee, and I give him access to all WWE related podcasts. Caesar, you see, so I gotta dip my toes.
Well, you can cut us a check, you cross-eyed fuck.
Yeah,
you actually listen to us.
Times are tough, Caesar. Times are tough. It's a Christmas. It's a Christmas season, Caesar.
Times are tough, nigga. You're $1 billion company. Ain't no times tough. Like, give me a check.
They can't even fix my eyes, Caesar. You think they're gonna give you a taste?
Yeah, that's a doctor. My fat ass just needs some liquor. I just need some liquor to keep this shit going.
At least send us some merch. Hell, you had Johnny and Dexter on Monday throwing shit out in the crowd. You can at least send the
Give
three
me
of us.
that. Give me that.
You know what?
Give me that new
Sticks,
Cedar
you're
shirt.
right. You're right, Sticks. I'm gonna send y'all out some freshly printed Bronson Reed t-shirts in 5XL. Everybody, you know, your whole family will get them. I'll send them all out FedEx tomorrow.
Oh, I need that new Bloodline shirt.
Yeah, I need that.
Do
Yeah,
not me. No. Okay, up next, it's White Collie versus Odyssey Jones with the Hard Art.
Hard Art. The new gang. The
Vic,
niggas.
Chicken Mel. No. Vic calls Mr. Stone bum ass James Bond. Book hating on the Hard R's for partying because they blacks. What the fuck, Book?
That fucking coon. I told you Book is a whole coon.
Book calls Malik's dad sweater vest an anchor. Jeez. Mr. Stone tries to distract, but Odyssey flattens White Collie for the win. Thank God.
Book is Sam Jackson from Django.
That's what I just
House-ass
said.
nigga.
He's Steven from Django.
He's Steven, that house nigga.
Kenzie.
The house nigga having ass.
Oh, get ready, Cesar. Put the drink down. Kenzie.
Oh, it's almost empty. So hold on.
Okay, chug it. Kenzie with
Baxter.
big body hobby.
Come in. I'm gonna grab the whole camera. Who? Who? No, for real. Who?
Can I just say this? Every time he started talking, remember, when you get the crowd and they go, "What?" when someone's talking. I had that echoing, but every time he was talking, I'd hear Caesar go, "Who?
Who? I ain't gonna lie. I stole that off
crowd
TikTok.
did
I
it
stole
last
that
week.
off TikTok. And that's the greatest shit ever. I stole that shit off TikTok. Who?
Kenzie rooting for Jiro in their match.
You goddamn right.
Big body hobby gonna do it all for his big body bandits.
Or big body believers.
His big body ballers. His big body bulldogs.
Yeah, Georgia State. Or Georgia. Not even Georgia State.
Big body believers. Kenzie hopes Jiro goes all COVID C4 on big body hobby's ass. And then we get to big body hobby
bullshit. Who?
versus Ikeman Jiro.
Yeah, Ikeman.
Jiro wins. Reggie Scripps flies on top rope to attack Jiro, and then he puts on his jacket. Sticks, White Collie versus Odyssey with the Hard R's.
It was a good match. I mean, we
all their real name.
We all got what we wanted. The CPG, they won. The Cotton Pick Gang they were able to squash Booker T's dreams by winning. So they were able to win. So that was good to see.
Damn right.
Oh my God. Just the whole big body debacle, the interview and then the match.
The only good thing about this is we get more Mackenzie Mitchell being
great. Mackenzie is the best during these shit. I don't know who that cracker is she's with, but she's great.
if we have to go through big body, whoever the fuck he is, to get like get her to get some character out of her, this will be worth it. I mean, because then if he can prolong this, even get her to do this with more people, this was good. I mean, her coming out blatantly just saying, "Yeah, I'm rooting for Icky Man. I hope you lose." So I enjoyed that. The match itself is all right. I mean, we got 2 matches in a row of people that we didn't want to win.
It's behind you. Sticks, it's behind you. It's behind you. That's the best thing about this.
Stakes 316 and the Caesar 316. Everybody got their shit in too.
Everybody got TV time and they got their checks.
You know, a quick tangent here, not really, but you know, Kinsey and Grayson and Kinsey and Javi, you know, they laugh. They're like, okay, in this segment, I'm gonna shit all over you. And Grayson's like, yeah, mate, yeah, just do it. I'm gonna shit on you. You shit on me. It'll be great, mate. It'll be great. And you know what? It is. It's great every time because we get sassy Kinsey.
I see why Vic married him.
Sassy Kinsey. I love it. It's entertaining. Caesar, what'd you think of White Khali versus Odyssey Jones with the hard R's, or what Sticks called?
Odyssey came out there. She had a cowboy hat on and Rick Ross playing in the background. Nigga was like Django. He was freeing them niggas from the tyranny of White Khali and Superman Stone. You know what I'm saying? Like you said there, the theme of the night, theme of this tripod is Django. Because niggas is getting freed all over. Booker T, Steven, hating ass. But Vic won't be in like cotton candy. Vic is a man. You know what I'm saying? Vic's out here like in the north. Where he thinks niggas should be free.
Vic was the German guy. The German guy who
he was Dr. Schultz. Yeah, Vic was Dr. Schultz. Yeah, Vic was Dr. Schultz. And Booker T was Steven with his nigga coon hating ass. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, old White Khali. White Khali's like the big nigga on the farm with the whip. Superman Stone.
What they call them? Mandingos? Is that what they call them? Mandingos?
Yeah, you know, Mandingo fighters. Yeah, Mandingo fighters. Yo, Django is such an underrated movie, man. It's such an I don't know. It's not underrated. It's not underrated because like mad people watch Django, but Django is so good. It's so good. Anyway, I digress. Book hating on the nigga losing his fucking father's sweater vest or some bullshit. And then Odyssey Jones fighting old White Khali. Vic talking about, yo, Superman Stone, I think he listened to you, Book. He got a new suit on today. It looks better. And Book's like, yeah, he dressed better, but he's still ass or some shit. Like Book was even hating on Superman Stone, listening to him on how to dress better from last week's episode and still called him ass.
You know so what, Caesar, we're gonna call this Django Unpinned.
Yeah.
It's fucking Odyssey won.
Just because Odyssey came and whooped that cracker ass. Yeah. Odyssey came in there and whooped that cracker. And then the ref had a distraction and fucking that nigga from the hard arms with the sweater vest kicked old White Khali in the head. And Odyssey got the dub. Yeah, Django unpinned in this shit tonight, man. Oh my God, that shit was so great. Yeah. But yo, if you would have Odyssey and the hard R's like travel around as a group, I ain't gonna be mad at it, dude. I'm not. These ignorant motherfuckers are gonna try to go to the club. I'm just waiting for them to try to invite Katana Chance and the other bitch to the club.
Yeah,
they like
Katana and Caden.
And then like the hard R's lose a match because they're just too tired from hanging with these bitches all night. Like them bitches have a tag team title match, they win. Then the hard R's have like a number one contender match and they lose because they've been partying with them bitches all night. Everyone's like, yeah, man, that's what happens, man. When you get some real bitches who can take 15 feet of dick.
They need to get Jensen's dick wet. That's what the hard R.
We'll get to Jensen later. And the best part of NXT. The best part of NXT was later with Jensen.
Django.
And then it wasn't a Pledge of Allegiance. So yeah. We'll get to that later. But no, yeah, this match was, it was a Mangria 316. Time was killed, but it was just the hard R's was out there. Odyssey Jones, you know what I'm saying? The real gang of Florida was out there. The real niggas was off the farm beating down a white man. And cool ass Booker T had to take a loss or had to look at it at least. And I was happy.
Do you want to comment on your favorite big body hobby with Kinsey?
This ignorant bitch who I don't know who the fuck he is out here talking to Mackenzie. Kinsey, a fine journalist, even though she doesn't get to talk. Well, she's a journalist. Anyway, just shitting. Shitting on this rookie.
On cue. This is Mackenzie Phillips here with
hey bitch, yeah. I'm big body dumbass and I'm out here doing work, doing dirt. She's all shook.
You know what? Yeah. Fuck you. I hope Jiro rapes you.
Yeah. So yeah, she out here trying to talk to this asshole, and this motherfucker just, trying to interrupt and have fans and bullshit. And she's like, you know what? I'm usually not biased, but I 100% want Jiro to win tonight. And then I was like, who? Who is he fighting? Is he fighting himself? Is he fighting his jacket?
Who?
And then Jiro comes out there. And then the best part of this match, Great, you didn't talk about. Best part of this match, they were talking about Nathaniel Raleigh. Because they were talking about Jiro be wearing crazy suits.
Oh, yeah.
And then Booker T goes, yeah, but Nathaniel will be out there. He take his jacket off when he get into the ring. Yeah. Nathaniel will take his jacket off and then he'll beat your ass in the middle of that ring like what's going on now with Jiro, man. But he got that Japanese strong style and I dig it. Yeah.
You sound just like
fucking Book was going off on Vic this whole match. I was like, you going off on this one? This the one you skeeting about? I mean, I don't even understand. But we all know Jiro's gonna win over this cracker. We don't know. Still don't know who he is. Is he on the roster? I'm gonna Google this cracker.
He's not going to be in 2K23.
He's not even going to be a DLC in 2K22 or 23. This cracker going to show up in 2K26. Talk about he's going to be who? Get a ranking of 53. That nigga weaker than Ribby. And Ribby don't even exist no more after this year. Get that cracker shit off my TV.
Shit.
Next game. What's next thing, Greer?
God, that was entertaining. Sleepy Chew celebrating Cora not winning at Deadline. And then
everybody was celebrating that shit.
We go into a fucking backstory how she has PTSD. Okay, Sticks. Now the Mangry is kicking in. She goes into this fucking story having PTSD about getting drink thrown in her face.
Oh, I remember this.
So fucking stupid.
And she didn't have pajamas at a sleepover or some shit.
Good. She went up basically her Pearl Harbor moment,
bro. He threw up again.
You fuckers gonna make me throw up.
Yeah.
NXT Tag Team Champions, the New Day to the ring. As Book is on the phone with Cotton Candy.
Yeah. Y'all drunk ass didn't even know you wrote that shit. Yeah, y'all drunk ass didn't even know you wrote that shit.
It's a celebration, bitch.
Rick James.
Wood says that Kofi broke Book's record. Book says he did some research. Book says he did some research and
they're wrong. Book says he got 16 and Kofi got 15.
I can't see. Kofi acknowledges Book's.
They were shitting on Book. That's the best part. They were shitting on Book. Book was shitting on them.
Woods mentions that even NXT's incarnation, he was the first match ever with Big E Because NXT loves that ninja.
I bet you wrote that shit. I bet you wrote that shit, you fucker. You wrote that shit. Yeah. So see, the whole no, wait, time out. We gotta talk about this right now. So you're telling me the halls of NXT, the first match was nigga, and it was Biggie versus Xavier Woods, two niggas in the ring, run by Triple H, best friends of the cross-eyed kid. Y'all had two Mandingos fighting like this shit was Django. Y'all two cotton candy ass niggas had real niggas fighting in the ring. The first match in front of this crowd in this building was two niggas sweating meat in the ring, fighting each other to the death. For you crackers, while you had some pasty ass bitch from Ohio, Seth Raleigh, be your first champion, you had two niggas fighting. You dirty bitches. Y'all can't get away from that nigga. Y'all love that nigga on nigga match.
Pretty deadly. Pretty deadly interrupt. No boy. Book thanks God for the interruption. Crowd has been cool. The crowd has been hot for the New Day this entire segment. Pretty Deadly want their rematch. New Day will give it to them if they recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Out come BJ. They get everyone to recite the pledge except Pretty Deadly. BJ will now receive NXT tag title shot. Book. What the fuck was wrong with me? Book getting the gasoline ready to burn something in front of the New Day's rental car.
There he is.
What the fuck? Kiana approaches Jensen backstage. Her sexy ass assistant hands over a gift for him.
Jesus Christ, this is the best part of NXT. Best part of NXT.
Kiana got him a dress shirt. He spills the beans about Fallon's dad's bar problems. Meanwhile, all 6 broads from Tag Situation are brawling backstage as well. Electra and Wendy Williams talking shit about Indy. All right, Cesar. I'm gonna have to put me and myself on mute here. Go ahead and talk about the New Day segment with Pretty Deadly and BJ coming out, and then Jensen with the assistant.
Yeah. So New Day come out, man. It's Woods. It's Kofi. It's all love. They're the new tag team champions. Me and Greer writing some racist shit in his notes and shit. But yeah, they come out there. They're ready to celebrate, enjoy with the Florida crowd, the Florida man, shit like that. They play the music, and Kofi turned his belt around, shaking his ass between the ropes, twerking and shit, like a real fruit booty. Damn it, nigga turned his whole video off. You know what I'm saying?
You know the ironic thing is? Maygree is wearing a fucking New Day shirt too.
And he's wearing a New Day shirt. He can't even talk about the New Day segment. Because they was out there celebrating, man. And Kofi's talking about, and they talking about Kofi is like 15, 16 time tag team champ in his career. You know what I'm saying? And Booker T, the coon he is, the hating ass house nigga he want to be, is hating even though he dark and he from the field, thinking he can get in the house. You know what I'm saying? Just old nigga hating on new nigga money. You know what I'm saying? Why you hating?
There was two people that were 6 to midnight during this because there were 4 white guys getting ready to jump 2 black guys.
2 black guys. Yeah, you thought it would.
Cross-eyed Kid were both 6 to midnight during this whole promo.
That's what I'm saying. Cross-eyed Kid had everything straight. You know what I'm saying? Well, no nigga on nigga the whole night. Cross-eyed Kid had it great. He was chilling, living the dream. And all of a sudden, New Day come out. Book started hating. He was just hating for real. He's like, I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like it. They coming out, they twerking in the ring. Fucking, you celebrating. The only thing that would have made this better is if Big E would have came out. You know what I'm saying? Celebrate. Just celebrate. 3 niggas in the ring celebrating tag team championship. They're a group. They're a group. So technically, Big E still shares the shit. If he ever comes back, I hope Big E. They gave us an update. You know what? It gave us an update of Big E coming back, even if he can't wrestle, and they're gonna carry it on. He would have been like, "I'm here to celebrate with my brothers." Well, yeah, Xavier Woods told us the bones of NXT. Bones. There was GGW. There was wrestling. It was like Seth Rollins, John Moxley over some weird ass necklace, gold medal title. They canceled all that shit. They started NXT, a new promotion. For everybody, for the people. And how did they start with the old Triple H? They started nigga on nigga. They had some thick neck nigga who could lift 800 pounds, super slave, Bobby Lashley type nigga, just super strong, who could eat a whip. He'd eat that whip with hot sauce for dinner because he's so thick. Big E versus this muscle-bound house nigga, smarty type nigga who would read behind Master's back. Xavier Woods. They just wanted to see some.
You're
nigga
still on that. We gotta
they just had it. They just had that shit ready in the pocket. It was again. That's how we gonna start. We gonna put these blackies out first. These dark niggas out first. We want to see Mandingo fighting while we sit in the back and drink on our sweet tea. Like, yeah, hope one of you niggas die. And make room for our white crackers.
Is Kiana's assistant name G? I keep hearing her say G.
Yeah, well, her name starts with G.
Oh.
So that's why she says it. Damn, that woman is sexy. I'm going to get to that later.
Well, get to it now because we've been laying into the whole slave talk for fucking 20 minutes here.
It's bad content. This is great content.
It's good.
People want to see,
but
people want to hear about nigga on nigga.
We're getting dangerously close to 2 hours. I don't like that. So this could have been the Cesar tangent of the week, by the way.
Well, you should have said the words. It don't
you
matter.
Didn't say it. You didn't. You have to say.
Well, I wasn't angry about nigga on nigga.
Mangria.
It was just funny. I didn't say nigga on nigga as angry.
Well, I hope you're angry about what happens post Tuesday.
Oh. Well, whatever, nigga. We'll get to that shit. I'm not angry about that bitch.
What? Son of a
bitch. Anyway, New Day has these crackers come out, and then these American crackers come up. See, I don't care about white people, Mangria. See, I just want to focus on the nigga on nigga. But that's what you and the cross-eyed kid love. Racist bitches.
Me and the cross-eyed kid? Don't put me into this shit.
Yeah, you channel that bitch.
We hit the home run. We had 2 American white people, 2 foreign white people against 2 black people.
Yeah, see?
That's
channel him, Mangria.
You
channel the spirit.
You see, Cesar, we're releasing people left and right, Cesar. We're running out of people. So all we got left is this talent. So my hands are tied, just like Django. My hands are tied. I got to put these people out there, Cesar. Yeah. Or else we're going to be releasing them. My hands are tied, all right, Cesar?
You channel, Mangria, you channel that fucking racist bitch. And I see you right now, you racist bitch.
Yes.
Y'all love that shit. Y'all love that shit. Y'all love that nigga on nigga.
Wearing a goddamn black people group shirt on a cotton shirt that they picked. They picked it. So horrible.
They picked it.
You are the worst.
Yeah, you picked it.
Hey, their family needs to eat. Their family needs to eat.
The new generation of niggas, the hard R's, picked that shirt for the niggas who have the NXT titles on their own show. They picked that shirt. They picked the cotton for that shirt.
And I salute them, sir. No.
I salute them. Okay. I can salute them.
All right. Finishing thoughts on this. We got to move on.
Nobody cares about finishing thoughts. Yeah, the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right.
Suck a dick. America stole niggas from
the
Africa.
New Day
So fuck
segment with Pretty Deadly Sticks.
Yeah, 4 white people teaming up against 2 black guys. Next.
Kiana
right.
James, Jensen.
Yeah, the best part. We got Kiana James and her damn fine ass assistant trying to buy off all fucking still a virgin of Briggs and Jensen. The only thing you want to got from this, you got to see the fine ass assistant.
I am curious what her name is. Up next,
her Instagram twice.
No, her character name on NXT.
It's probably the same name.
Humongous Dome has a new theme, which is it's terrible. Versus Brutus. Brutus no sells JD's offense, then pounds on him. Books is waxing about JD because Book only likes white people. JD eventually drop kicks Brutus on the commentary table, injures Brutus's left wrist. Brutus still fucking up JD. JD attacks Julius, then tries to attack Brutus's wrist with a chair, and then the sandy vagina is prevented. JD then hits the devil inside on the outside of the ring and the inside of the ring, pin for the win. Kenzie asks Zoe about Nikita's TikTok. Really? She wants a match with her. Isla explains the black skeet. It's from Wolf Dick. Lyra Valkyria debut versus Amari Miller. Storm Cloud graphics from Snapchat. Saddam. Book says if you touch a sister's hair, they'll go off on you. Lyra wins with the sort of frog splash for the win. This for sure will not be on Hulu. Kenzie with Axiom. Axiom talks shit about Mello. Keeps telling Kenzie to look at him. It's not funny, Axiom. You need to do something different. Sticks, what'd you think of Humongous versus Brutus?
Not that bad. I like how Humongous is able to get his finisher. Basically, he was able to hit it on the outside, how he pulled Brutus up and able to hit on the outside, and then essentially did the same thing in the ring. I like how he's able to do that because you always worry about smaller people, how they're able to hit their finisher, and him being able to do that works great. Keep him around the main event scene. Him being able to also attack Julius was great. He had the Curry brothers, the Quickie Mart Curry brothers come out, make the save, so not that bad. What else do we have?
Well, Sticks, before we move on, as a student of watching professional wrestling, technically, what would you call Humongous Dome's finisher? Is it a ripcord belly to back?
Yeah, I would say it would be either belly to back, or sometimes it was might be like a side suplex.
Maybe like a Saito, a little bit.
Something like that. Yeah,
ripcord Saito. I think a ripcord Saito would probably be the best.
It works great. It's one of the best moves that you could do, especially for him. So,
and plus Cesar did the math. His head makes it that much more devastating.
Facts. It gets more momentum when he slings your ass over.
Yeah, Sticks. We don't care about that. She has the origin of Isla's black skeet is from Wolf Dick. What'd you think of that shit?
This goddamn woman out here literally raised by wolves, getting goddamn fucking supernatural wolf dick powers here. Hey, whatever helps you get a win. Sticks 316, she was on TV, she explained her origin, so can't be mad at that.
Is it wrong that I want to fuck her brains out?
Not really, because I'm kind of in that boat with you, to tell you the truth.
She's crazy, and crazy chicks, guys.
Crazy bitches got the best pull.
What'd you think of Lyra's debut? Lyra Valkyria.
You mean this supernatural chick that beat down a black woman? Yeah, I'll save that for I'll save that for Cesar. I'll let him wax on that.
Hold on a second, Sticks.
This nigga here.
Cesar, Humongous versus Brutus. We kind of knew what was coming here.
Update: the hot assistant only wears Gucci. It starts with a G, and her name is Giovanna, which starts with a G.
Oh, so that might be why. Giovanna.
I'm gonna call her G-spot. That's the best part you can have for assistant.
I'm gonna call her G-string, baby. I'm gonna call her G-string. Cesar.
Yeah.
Humongous whooping up on our boy Brutus here. By the way, we see the writing on the wall, and I mean, I love NXT, but Brutus, Julius, come on, we know what's gonna happen. Caesar,
Yeah.
your thoughts on Humongous versus Brutus?
Yeah,
Wait,
come on,
wait.
man.
What is that? What is that?
What?
What you got in front of the screen? You drinking something?
I've been drinking this. Oh, this liquor. Hold on, I gotta turn this shit off. Hold on. I turned the fucking thing off, I guess.
Is it
What
bourbon?
is it? Yeah, it's bourbon. I've been drinking bourbon all night.
Damn.
Yeah. Private bottle.
Tony
God
Litsky.
All right, wait. That bottle was up to here. We started this podcast.
But all the Django talk.
Does to you. That's what the cross-eyed kid does.
All the Django talk. Hey, this is empty, by the way. This started out full. This is fucking empty now.
Yeah. So yeah, look. Here's what happened. Here's what happened. We start drinking on this fucking podcast. You know what I'm saying? And we talk a lot of talk. And I be making these Kentucky mules. Little Kentucky mules. Well, it's one of my favorite drinks, sassafras. Yeah, I don't drink the Moscow shits like JR. I drink Kentucky Mule. But yeah, this bottle was damn near full when I started this podcast. It was up to here. That's just down to here. So we out
if you're
here.
wondering why this is over 2 hours, there's your answer.
The sad part is we only spent like 40 minutes on AEW.
No, that's the good part, Cesar. That's the good part.
The good part.
I'm missing a tooth. No.
Well, when you edit it, you keep it running, even though we leave and there's space in between for editing. But anyway, I digress. What were we talking about?
We are talking about Humongous versus Brutus.
Oh yeah, this thick neck ass cracker. But yeah, Humongous is like that old school style we talked about earlier. Slow, methodical. He got that wrist, he got that arm. He's beating on whatever this cracker's name is. And slamming it on the outside. Was Julius or Brutus? Brutus, yeah, the thick neck.
Et tu, Brutus?
Et tu, Brutus? Yeah, of course. You all see where this is going. We all just waiting for Roddy to come back. I'm waiting for Roddy.
Oh yeah, where the fuck is that asshole?
No, man, he's taking this vacation. He deserved it.
He's fucking
deserved it. Yeah, he's helping his wife, probably trying to have kids or something, man. I don't know. He's skeeting that bitch. Not to call it
he was
bitch,
black.
Roddy.
No.
But Humongous doing what he does. Bruce overpowering him in the ring, but he hits the devil outside, which helps him to hit the devil inside. The ripcord. I mean, it is a great finisher. Anytime you can ripcord something simple, it is great. And then he has that 58-pound head to swing him over. You know what I'm saying? When he ripcords you and he just throws the head back, you just gotta fly over on your fucking neck. Just big neck ass cracker. So no, it was a good match. I mean, JD. I'm sorry to say, I don't think JD really misses, man. Like fucking, Carmelo, JD don't miss. JD out here doing a thug fizzle, and he's staying around. He's not like, we all know that, Dragunov and Tyler Driver going to be a part of NXT Europe when they pull up. And they came around and they did work. They did dirt. They got the brand over and stuff. JD is staying around and he's doing work on NXT. Like, I would like to see these guys come back. I know we only got like 2 hours of TV time and there's a whole bunch of talent. But I would like to see these guys come back, do some work, do some dirt too. But JD's out here, man, like for a guy who has the opportunities and that he has to keep fighting for the chip but not winning it. I'm about to be like, nah, bro, you got to give this man his flowers. You got to give this man his props.
North American Championship at least.
At least. That's what I'm saying. At least. You got to give this man. He didn't win. I don't think he won any titles really in NXT UK.
Nothing.
And he was great. And he was performing every night. He's dope. And then he had a match with Finn Balor early. I mean, I'm just saying, at some point, when you have a caliber talent like this, and I know he's not going anywhere. He's not a contract. He's not going anywhere. But he's great. And when you know you're great and you are great and you show up every week, eventually you got to give that man his flowers. You got to give him, he went in the Iron Survivor match and got no points. He gave it up to everybody. And still, like, he had that moment where we were all like, yo, fuck JD. And even Grayson Waller, who we all hate, was part of the four-way shit to super kick JD to put him out so he couldn't even get a point. At a point, you got to give this man his flowers. You got to give him his props. You got to submit him as a top dog.
You know what? I'll settle for giving him a theme song with words. Give this guy something. Give this motherfucker something.
So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Sangria? You know this motherfucker needs it. Like, it's not to say that he really needs it to be a top heel, but you got to give it the point to that this guy is great. And the only way we know in wrestling to give a guy he is great is to give him a title, and let him run with it.
Well, he's for sure paid his dues. He's paid his dues far
10 times over, bro. 10 times. He paid his dues against Tyler. If you take even the NXT UK championships, he paid his dues against Tyler Driver versus Dunn versus Walter versus Dragunov. He gave his dues to the top UK championship guys. And even if you didn't pay attention, he had matches with Axiom when he was, not Axiom, and other guys coming up in NXT UK.
Well, Trent 7, right? 7?
Yeah, and then Trent 7 and shit too, bro. Like, like JD has earned his spot, and he's great, and he's goated. And you got to give that man his flowers, bro. You got to give him a title. And the only problem is you gave the mid-card title to a guy too new. Yeah. You're building up. And I get it. I respect that. The only other title you have is somebody who needs to lose it. So whether you give it to Grayson Waller, really should have gave it to JD and let him run with it.
What'd you think of Lyra's debut? This fucking feather bitch who has a Snapchat filter in her fucking entrance.
I watched it.
You did?
I mean, I also watched. I was also on the top. I was a little bit of half and half.
I don't blame you.
I don't watch it. Like nothing. Like, even the finisher really didn't surprise me or do something for me, but
it was mid.
Yeah, I watched it and then it happened, and then I was like, okay. Next case. I wasn't even really. I honestly forgot she said she was debuting this week, next week, and I was like, and when I watched it, and I saw the time, because I was like, oh shit, they're giving mad time to Mandy and Roxy. I was like, this match is gonna be great, and then I was like, the fuck is this? So I watched it, and then I was like, all right.
Sticks, I already got your thoughts, right?
Yep.
Up next, it's Duke with Chase U versus Damon Kim. Funny when Damon gets close to Thea, she points the bullhorn at him.
Mm-hmm.
Book, how come you don't have any school spirit? Book, I hate school. Drew comes out to observe and pissed off Andre. Damon invited him. Duke hulks up on Damon, nails Das Boot for the win. Chase U celebrate. Man, how far has Damon fallen? Up next. Oh, the main event. You know what? Let's get this out of the way. Cesar, Duke versus Damon.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it was a match. It fucking happened. Duke got a pin.
Thank you. Sticks, Duke versus Damon.
Fucking Chase, you gotta win. Let's go.
Gretzky future.
Woo!
Lord. Up
Yeah,
next
here we go.
is the main event.
Well, why are you crying?
It's for the NXT Women's Championship.
Her ass ain't even that fat.
It's Mandy Rose
I'm not that fat.
versus Roxanne Perez.
These ain't that's a bad thing.
Book is fired up like he heard they fired New Day. Mandy out solo for now, I'm sure. This crowd is weird tonight. Action slow pace. Roxy's arm is targeted. Thrown into ring steps before the commercial picture-in-picture. Mandy takes off Roxy's armband and throws it at Book. The disrespect. Roxy fighting back. Hits a top rope Frankensteiner. Mandy, a tough one though, tossing Roxy around still. She applies a painful looking crossface label lock. Crowd now fired up for Roxy. Roxy kicks out of the kiss by the rose. Mandy bitches out the ref. Roxy hits pop rocks for the win. Mandy dethroned. And new NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez. The Styx prophecy has come to fruition. Booker T laughing as we go off the air. These are side notes. I wonder if the Mandy leaks had anything to do with this being rushed. You think at New Year's Evil this would have happened, but oh well. But sadly, following this, Mandy Rose was released. Styx. Jeez. I mean, it was a good match. What did you think of the main event and our final performance of old Mandy Rose in NXT?
Might be able to come.
This was a good main event. Mandy, ever since she came back down to NXT, really rebuilt herself. Not only on the mic, but also in the ring. Like, you could see the improvements from main roster Mandy to last Tuesday Mandy.
Mm-hmm.
And putting her with Toxic A was the best thing they could have did. And obviously with the news afterwards, I mean, if she wants to continue wrestling, I mean, she's not going to be unemployed for very long. Depending on the non-compete clause, I mean, she won't be unemployed for very long if she wants to. I mean, she very well might not want to and just focus on her outside the ring stuff. But regardless, this was a really good match. It was a really good match to go out on if it is your last match. And it might have been a little rushed to put this on Roxy, but I guess WWE felt like they needed to make this move. So you go ahead and you do it with obviously they have a premium live event coming up in February. So I guess if it doesn't go as well as you think it is, you can cut that title run off in February and give it to somebody else. I don't know. But I mean, it wasn't a bad match to go out on. It wasn't a bad match to have as your main event. And like you said, this is the last match that we have with Mandy Rose in WWE. Pretty good one to go out on. I mean, I don't with WWE's history, I don't agree with the firing, but I mean, what do I know? I'm not a person who's in a position of power backstage.
Wait a minute. Styx, don't shit on your own prophecy, brother. You called this from the beginning. What do you mean it's too early to put it on Roxy? You called it from the beginning.
I would have thought, I mean, I even thought New Year's Evil would have been kind of a little early. I thought February when they did the premium live event, I thought they would have pulled the trigger there. I mean, if you want to do a complete like champions flip over, like a reboot, I think you could have did that all on WrestleMania weekend at Stand and Deliver. Like, I think Stand and Deliver is their big premium live event. Mm-hmm. So if you want to go with a new wave of talent, you do the flip there. But, I mean, if you're going to have, like I said, I thought she was going to be that person that was going to, dethrone her. And if you need someone, if you're going to dethrone her and have Roxy be that person, I guess you go ahead and you have it happen on a normal Tuesday night. But I considering the circumstances, I mean, I'm proud for her. I hope she can take it and she can run with it. I think she can. I mean, I think if they allow Braun to be champion this long with his mic skills like he's got, I mean, Roxy should be pretty good. I mean, she'll have that title for at least a pretty good stretch. But congratulations to Roxy. I mean, let's see what you got now, kid.
Well, Cesar, you can call this the Mangria prophecy. Cora Jade is champion at Stand and Deliver, but I digress, sir. The main event of NXT tonight was for the NXT Women's Championship. We saw the swan song of old Mandy. What'd you think of this?
So I kind of think of this out of what happened over the next couple of days. I think of this as like when MJF lost to Wardlow. Like, good on Mandy for showing up and doing the business.
Business?
The real business to Roxanne. Like, Mandy put on the full business. Like, I cannot fault her. She hit the finisher, the kick out, the surprise, the ever. I was like, God damn, I didn't think it was gonna be like, because she could have came out there and been shit. To be really honest. Like, she probably knew what was going on when she went out there to do the match.
Mm-hmm.
And I can only think of your tweet when you were like, when Bray Wyatt knew he was gonna win the title in that Elimination Chamber match, and you're like, how are these guys not overexcited when they know?
How can they contain themselves? How can they contain themselves?
Yeah. How can they contain themselves when they know they're about to win the title? So that's why I was watching Roxanne, and when you watch Roxanne, you're like, she didn't look like she was winning the title at all. Like, she looked like she was fucking struggling. Like, the bitch hit her with the title in the first hour, and then this main event, she still looked like she was fighting up to the champion the whole night. And then it's like Mandy, who's like knowing she's going to be fired the next day, like, put on the show. And I was like, God damn. And for that, it made the match more better for me. Because I was like, I'm like, I just know what's going to happen. And then put it on that day. Because I know they know they're going to happen. Like, motherfucker was like, yo, this is the last match in NXT. You're gonna pass the title on, and you're gonna be fired tomorrow. Like, you just gotta put this match on. And then they're like, yeah, like at the beginning, it's probably at the beginning of the show, that she's gonna attack you. They're all gonna have a match in that, and you're gonna be the new women's heavyweight champion at the end of the match. You're just gonna be that way. That's what's gonna happen. And it's crazy how they put on a match that good. And I feel like everybody knows that when they go in for a heavyweight match, like, no matter what you say, when Cena's beaten for the US title or the heavyweight title, when Triple H was finally getting the heavyweight title, when The Rock was finally getting the heavyweight, when Stone Cold finally getting the heavyweight title, it doesn't matter. These guys go out there, walk down that ring, these women too, walk down that ring and have a match that great. We don't know what's going on. We're watching live or we're watching later. And put on a great match. This was a great match. They went back and forth. They had their times. Roxy tried to hit the pop rocks on the outside. Andy popped it up, reversed it. You know what I'm saying? Reversed it. She hit the knee, the rose. Yeah, the kiss of the rose.
Kiss from a rose.
Kiss from the rose in the ring from the knee. Roxanne kicked out. The shock and awe face. And then, the hit her up, reverse, go behind, pop rocks. 1, 2, 3. Wins the title. Picture behind you. What the fuck? So great. Open the finish. And yeah, Book leaves the table, throws the headset off, celebrates with Roxy on the front of the ramp. She got the title. It leads to open possibilities of anybody in the NXT roster. So great. I mean, yeah, it was great. I mean, it sucks that Mandy got fired for what she got fired for, but like, really though, it's kind of on some like your employer gave you a choice, and they said you can do this and you can do that, and they were like, I chose that. All right, well, you go. But the fact she still went out there and did business, all the respect in the world, all the respect in the world that you can go out there and do business. And that's why I said this reminds me of that MJF Wardlow. MJF was pissed off where he was going. They're like, yo, we want Wardlow to do what? And then what did he do? He showed up. He did business. He got the man over. He left. Mandy showed up. She did business. She got the woman over. And then she left. And that's totally fine by me. Totally fine by me. I don't consider that burnt bridges. I consider that, yo, I did business. Guess I made a decision right now. If I change my mind and I want to come back, you guys have to respect that I did business when business was good.
And I think that's the thing. I mean, she went out there, she did it. She put Roxy over,
Yeah.
knowing that if there's a chance that she can come back, she's still going to be on good terms with WWE.
Because she could have went out there and had a shit match,
yeah.
let Roxy win, and then that'd be it. Well, she went out there and did business. Like if you didn't know anything on Wednesday, you'd be like, yo, god damn, yo, Mandy went out there and put on a match, and Roxy just won it.
It's
and
almost,
then like
it's almost like a movie ending. Like Mandy started out on Tough Enough, and Paige was disrespecting her. Like, you just want to do this for your career. You want to be a model. You want to get noticed. You want your name out there. Okay, whatever, hun. Next, Mandy. She was blonde. She got titties. She got TV time. Wasn't taken serious for years. She got tagged with Dana. She got brought to NXT and took it to the next level. She
built up Gigi and them.
Became she took Gigi and JC under her wing, became a legit stable, became a legit heel, became a legit champion, and she went out on top of her game, and like you guys said, on good terms. So this isn't the end of Mandy Rose's story. This is just Mandy Rose going out for now, because like they say in WWE, never say never. Mandy Rose is a legit talent. If she goes to Impact, if she goes to ATW, if she goes anywhere else, she's gonna make money. She's gonna look good like always, but hopefully that door remains open to WWE. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into the Tripod. Thank you for hanging with us, laughing with us. Thank you guys for always watching, appreciating the content. We appreciate you. We appreciate our pretzels. And just for this week, you know what? Out of respect, big ups to Mandy Rose.